librarian, Dr. Don Ford. We're very grateful. Let me provide just a few words of introduction, as if Dr. Lee needs one. After 30 years, he retired as the Kung Chai Han Professor of Systematic Theology and was named Professor Emeritus. Dr. Lee is an ordained Presbyterian minister. He came to Princeton Theological Seminary after earning an STB from Harvard Divinity School and a PhD from Harvard University. Dr. Lee taught courses at PTS on systematic theology, Asian American theology, God and the Problem of Evil, and he has been widely recognized by scholars for his contribution to an understanding of the theology of Jonathan Edwards. In fact, we received a note of congratulations from the Jonathan Edwards Center at Yale University, a note written by the directors of that center, Harry Stout and Ken Medkema. They write, Professor Lee's legacy endures through the students he taught and the dissertations he directed, forming future generations of scholars, ministers, and educators. We all owe him a great debt for the time, thought, and effort he devoted to the study of Edwards, and we are delighted to express our heart-filled admiration for and appreciation to him as his portrait is hung to grace the hallowed halls of Princeton Theological Seminary. Dr. Lee was the first Asian American faculty member at our seminary and a leading pioneer in Asian American theology. The Seng Hung Lee Lecture on Asian American Theology and Ministry, a biennial lectureship, was created in honor of the legacy of Dr. Lee. Now we have another beautiful legacy as well, which will remind us of all that he has given to this seminary over the years. Jeanette Oak, who coordinated the project of having the portrait made and hung, is not able to be with us because she's just joined the faculty at Azusa Pacific University. But she wrote to say, as I wrote in the fundraising letter I sent to all of you, I continue to believe that such a portrait both honors Dr. Lee's legacy and testifies to our seminary community and its friends that Asian American pastors and theologians have and will continue to make significant contributions to the life of the church and the academy.
Thank you, Mr. President Barnes, and friends and guardians. Hanging this portrait on this library wall is a great honor to me. But what is more important, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
But what is more important is that the persons who see it, especially in the future, and especially Asian Americans, may look at it and be encouraged in some way. When I came to Princeton years ago, I wondered if an Asian person could make it at a great school like Princeton Seminary. I really had doubts, but the faculty and administration and staff, including present administration and many other Asian American scholars, have been very kind and generous to me. People like you can maybe already or some others who helped me out. I want to thank Jeanette Oak, an alumna PhD candidate, who spearheaded the entire project with persevering commitment. And Dr. Jim Kang, as has been mentioned, and other Korean American church friends who have helped me in many ways. I want to thank now especially my wife, In-Suk Lee, who has stood by me for 60 years. And who also taught here as an adjunct professor, right there. And my daughter, son, other members of my family, here and in Korea, and my late father and mother who sent a 17-year-old boy away to America for education. My mentor and friend, Richard Reinhold Niebuhr of Harvard, and the Jonathan Edwards Scholars, Skip Stout and Ken Minkama at Yale, and many others. I'm grateful. In short, what is done today is a promise fulfilled. But fulfillment always has a promise. Promise and fulfillment dialect, you remember. And the promise that is the promise that is this portion, is that this portion may be a small but important encouragement to many other human beings who come by. Now allow me to thank you in a very Korean way. Not just you, but all the people who are involved here.